In fact, the British economy seems notably worse since Brexit. First, the economy. This is the primary reason some British voters want back in, and the primary reason many chose to leave. But Brexit has failed to deliver that. In fact, the British economy seems notably worse since Brexit. Maelstrom24 says that, quote, a report from the Mayor of London earlier this year claims that London's economy alone has shrunk by more than £30 billion, and that the cost of Brexit to the British economy is £140 billion. This is supported by an oft-quoted number from the Office of Budget Responsibility that the long-term hit to British productivity will be around 4%, amounting to some £100 billion per year. This has played out across many industries. Griffiths25, quote, these included losses to farming, fishing, the steel industry, horticulture, hospitality, retail, universities, and the arts across the country. And much like in America, British citizens are feeling the burn at the grocery store. For them, the price inflation is caused by a smaller labor supply as EU workers from other EU countries left the UK after Brexit. Less workers in the country means businesses have to pay more for the workers who are left, and this wage inflation leads to cost inflation as workers have more money to compete with in the open market. And even the good parts of Brexit are probably bad for the British people overall. Brexit increased the export of services, yet decreased the exports of goods. Will Dunn of New Statesman concludes that a Leave vote was a vote for a wealthier London full of office workers and against manufacturers and farmers. The impact spread to government spending. With a smaller economy, the government raises less taxes and has less to spend. William James Gregory Keegan, CBE, you can trust a guy with 4 names, says in a scathing piece about the glory days of Britain under the EU, quote, the damage caused by Brexit's impact on our output and trade has inflicted a $40 billion plus hole in annual government tax revenue, a hole which is largely the explanation for the problems with the budgetary finances. This all seems quite damning of Brexit, and perhaps supports the idea that rejoining might help.